fucking Ralph called Nick a spick what, like 30 times? That's ammo plenty. He's got a fucking full clip.
I get to ride. Now I get to use the Mexican card. That's the unfortunate thing is, like the white nationalists say, you're too Mexican to be with us, and the mainstream says, well, you know, your Mexican card doesn't count. You know, it's not good enough. You don't get free coffee at Starbucks. You don't get free shit. You don't get free college.
Hey Nick, you know, Nick, there's actually 2 Mexicans on this channel, and actually, but when you're smart enough, you get put into the category of Jew, which I was seeing in the chat.
Yeah,
Jay. So
yeah, well, yeah, they call me Jewish.
What'd you say about me, Robert? What'd you say?
They were calling me a Jew, Jay, not you.
Oh, okay. Nick, do you have blue blockers? Is that what that is in that picture?
What is that?
Are you wearing blue blockers?
No, those are actually, I picked those up at Walmart for like $3. Best purchase I ever made.
Robert, I have a question.
Go ahead.
There's your avatar is this slim, trim dude, and then there's this chunky guy. Is that the ideal you, the form of you? And this is like the instance you. Okay.
Yeah. Good. Touche.
Can I see your
avatars are also clearer than myself.
Jay, I think we have that same problem. We have that same. Put on your avatar for a second.
Ain't no chunk here. Ain't no chunk here. Ain't no chunk here.
God damn.
Mad gains, man.
This was an interesting show. We have fucking about 4,033. We have about 1488 super chats to read at this point.
All right, guys. So I think we can end it there. I don't think it's a good place for concluding statements because the show has. But we can hear a last bye-bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything you have to say.
Well,
so maybe
I want to conclude by saying, you know, the reality is that that actually Jesus is Lord, and I hope that people take that away right now. Anyone that's still listening, I do actually carry this. I do carry this symbol on me. I mentioned this to Jay the last time I was on conversation, and it confuses him. But the reality is that, you know, if Jesus has gotten us out of all these kind of problems, brought the it really represents the Western society. Effectively, it is true. So Jay, you know, I'm not your enemy, man. I just wanted to point out that I don't agree that your argument holds any value in arguing that thing, but empirically speaking, Jesus is Lord.
My argument doesn't hold any vodka. I mean water.
This guy's a theist.
I'm glad you're wearing a cross. I was worried you might be a vampire. It really cleared shit up.
Yeah,
my argument holds no vodka. I mean water.
Wait, what did you say?
I bet it's whiskey, my friend.
All right, bye, Robert. Sinatra, anything to say?
Yeah, and his link's down
won
there,
all 4 debates tonight. Thanks, guys.
And everyone's link. I have everyone's link in the description bar. Go subscribe to everyone. It's also good to subscribe to people who you disagree with to get more insight. Except for Baked, don't subscribe to him. Sorry, Nick, I have to throw it out there. Trying to piss off Nick for a second.
Can I throw a shout out to Gulf City because that's where I'm going real quick?
Gulf City, yes.
I'm going over to Gulf City Gulag to watch the movie with the boys AP and Ghastly.
AP and Ghastly, they're great people. Go check them out. Do you want to toss the link in the chat? You want to spam it for people?
Yes, I will do that right now. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yo, thanks, Sinatra. We'll see you soon, bud.
Catch you later.
Yeah, man. Peace. Nick, do you want to do some final thoughts?
Yeah, just you know what I've been saying the whole stream. It's you know, the big problem in the West is one of the big problems is divorce. You know, people, they don't want to make it work. Things don't work out right, and so they say, I quit, we're done, we'll just move on and we'll find something else. But you guys got to try to make it work. We love JF, we love Andy, we love the combo, we love the sport, the thrill of the battle, and we want to see more of it. So we hope you guys work it out. We're rooting for you. And just give each other a phone call. Get away from the fucking the masses, the live chats. You know, that's the thing with the middling E-fame is you get a taste of the mob. Get away from that. Just talk to each other. But that's
true
all
what
for me.
Nick
Thanks
says, Andy. I feel that when we're alone, I don't feel you in the relationship.
No homo.
You can't break up because I can't send you $100 super chats.
Yeah.
Pay your rent. I can't pay your rent with my
fucking
bleeding dog.
Yeah, Jay always supports the show, and he has a great channel, great debater there as well. Today was a lot more heated between you and Robert there.
I get hype.
No, it was great. You guys are awesome.
It was good to see.
Yeah, guys. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you both soon. Hopefully, we'll plan something in the future, right, guys?
I would love to have a debate with Jay about economics and capitalism, because I think he's an anti-capitalist too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jay, you want to respond?
Jay, are you an anti-capitalist?
It's a more complex view. I tend to side in ways with distributism, but it just depends on what one means. If you mean, do I believe in private property rights? Absolutely. Do I believe in monopoly capitalism? No. So, it gets really nuanced and complex, but I'm not in any way like a Marxist or a communist or anything like that.
If you guys want to invite us back on, I'd love to show him how the state is antithetical to the ends that everybody has in order to be happy. Like,
maybe
I'm sorry, but
or two.
I also have one thing.
Hey,
anarcho-capitalism,
Hey, I have a request. I do a lot of goofy, crazy shit. So we could do like a comedy stream sometime too. Like just talk about crazy shit if you want to.
Yeah,
Both ideas sound good.
Let's do that for sure. I used to do stand up for like 8 years.
I did too, dude.
Nice. I dropped out of it because it's just very it's frustrating. A lot of
you haven't tried it in New York.
The environment and the tension is so much different than like
Andy, why would you tour a club where you can reach 50, 100 people in a night when you can do this and talk to 10,000?
Actually, yeah, like the thing is when I was doing stand up was in front of like 50 people to 100 you said, and then I'd make it home and do a YouTube video and have like 1,000 views, and I'm like, what's the fucking point? And especially now is like, definitely. But also just real fast, because a few DMs came in, they're like, you didn't say what happened to Erin. We've been waiting the whole fucking stream. You didn't. She, I guess, had a meltdown and went off the internet so she could do some soul searching. It was too much fame, too quick, couldn't handle it. We've all, it's like anal without lube. You don't fucking pull that shit. You know what I mean? She needs to be lubed up before she comes back.
And this is a perfect metaphor for what I do to women. I expect them to do more than the average, but sometimes it breaks.
Sounds good. All right, boys. We'll see you soon. All right. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you guys very much. Blessed.
Awesome. Thanks. Now, before we continue on, I'm just gonna throw us out there, JF. Now, Ralph. He's DMing me, and he's like, "Look, I was just trying to be a dick. I was just, when it gets heated, he says some shit." And he's like, I honestly don't hate him. I just said that just to be a dick. He's like, I understand what, like he was watching right after. He understands your frustration. Would you in the future be willing to give Ralph another chance?
Okay, yes.
I'm
happy that this concludes in a non-conflictual fashion. I will give Ralph another chance. I hope that he can pull from everything that happened tonight the essence of my intellectual recommendation to him, but I'm willing to remove him from my blacklist. So there is just Beck Talaska that I don't want to talk to anymore, and Tabby and Zoom. And I'm fine with him. And
the only reason I say this is I know people like he's. I've been on shows with him the last week. He's has that radio personality. He's really funny. He gets really heated at times, obviously. But but I see a lot of potential to him and his talent, because I find him very entertaining, and he is really good at presenting things. And I think it'd be a shame over one line and one kick that we don't give him at least a second chance. I mean, if you like you just said that, so it's awesome. That's how much I like the dude. Is I'd be willing to do a show with him, to have him on, because I like chatting with him. So so that's what I'm gonna say. That so I DM'd him. You know, I told JF, and he wants to give you another chance. He's chilling now. Everything is good, and let's do some water under the bridge, because he DM'd me like, dude, I swear to God, I was just trying to be a dick. I'm sorry. He was just heated because of all the things.
That's a problem. He's admitted this 2 times tonight. And it's very careful. Being a dick can be fun if you hold the truth. Being a dick when you're just beside the track by a millimeter can be destructive.
So I'm just okay, cool. And also, he's like, I would say Kumite, our show, and his show at this point, because he does follow a lot of the news that happens here, as well as Kumite. I see us as brother and sister shows. Like, that's what internetbloodsports.net has. They kicked out Baked after his shenanigans that have happened. In fact, Backyard Blood Sports was having Zoom on a lot, and Joaquim, who runs Backyard Blood Sports, even him last night disavowed after hearing that audio. So I just messaged him. Let's water under the bridge this. So everyone.
And by the way, people, I see that some people on the Warski Ghetto are talking about Cantwell, Eric Cantwell, who will be on the show Sunday. There was a claim that we said something quick about him, and it was that it wasn't true. So he's gonna come and correct the record, and more for an interview style. There will be no opponent, but we'll talk to him.
Okay, Ralph says, I appreciate it, and I honestly have no problem with him. So that's what happened there. And I'm going to say right now, I don't give a fuck what people in the chat were saying. If they're angry at you, they're angry at me. This show invokes emotion. I think this direction and the views are up, and I can see why. Because our personalities are being put on display. We had an intellectual debate. We had news. We had explanations. We had me and you battling, which will probably happen in the future, which doesn't matter. A lot of people were DMing like, "Oh my God, he's like JF. He was being rude to you," and I'm like, "Who fucking cares?" I stood up for myself. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna fucking say. I don't give a fuck.
And I made an error. It is not Eric Cantwell. It is Chris Cantwell.
Chris Cantwell. Yeah, Chris Cantwell. I want to throw in Gabriel Lopez just tossed. We're going to go over all the super chats, but Gabriel just threw a $50 donation. He's our Brazilian associate over there. I mostly watch Andy for the past, 3 years. Since Warski Live #1, Andy takes timeouts, has breakdowns, sometimes meltdowns. You and JF just had your second Spurgoff, still top 10 stream. Just wondering what the fuck the other people are doing. And this is the thing. This is not going to be the first time I freak out, or you freak out, or anyone freak out. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. If you think this is bad, this is fucking BJF. Down the line, you never know. 3 months, we're going to have one where we're going to I need a break for a week. You never know. You never know what's going to fucking happen on the Warski show. And the audience is having a lot of fun too. It was funny. Our subs were going up and then down and then up and then down, like on the. But as we're
the emotions that we generate.
Yeah, everyone's like, you know what? No, fuck this show. All right, fine, fair enough. Okay, fine. No, you know what?
I think it would be good for our own emotional well-being and for people to understand we're not gonna make decisions on oscillations of 50 subs.
Oh no.
So you guys do whatever you want. As long as we don't see a drop of thousands of subs.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna follow our creative direction that we feel is good based on the interaction with the super chats, the Warski ghetto, our discords.
If we see like 6,000 people unsubscribe, it's probably for a good reason. You know, we could. I'm very self-aware that if I were to see something, and I'd like 6,000 subs being lost, I'd be able to pinpoint, oh, it was definitely that. Sort of like with Aaron yesterday, the comments, man, people were pissed. Like I had to be like, guys, just so you know, like I made this decision with JF after the show, and you were even like, good call. You know, we're listening. We're all ears here. Unless it's like one person being like, you should do this. It's like we need to follow our creative decision. But if any major things that will affect all of you into enjoying our show, we'll definitely pull back if we see it's bringing on someone new as a third party. That's a big decision, and if 99% of the audience is like, fuck you guys, like it'd be like, all right, fair enough. I mean, 99%.
That's why I want to develop the thought carousel, which is Nick Fuentes facing women one after the other, like 12 women, 3 minutes each. You have to prove yourself. If some survive, if some of these women are liked by the audience, maybe we could have a different perspective on the show. But it's gonna happen when it has to happen and when we feel it's time for it to happen.
Yeah, man. I agree with that. Definitely. And again, we won't make any rash decisions. So that's what I was trying to explain to yesterday or the other day. Sorry. I was trying to explain like chill. Like we're trying to figure this out. Like I wasn't trying to be like, fuck you, unsubscribe. No, I was just saying we're figuring this out. If it was like that reaction, it's like, all right, cool guys. Fair enough. Yeah. So
and no matter what happened, the future will never be locked down.
You never know.
We will always be looking for improvement and the next thing.
Yo, someone just said this. Sorry, I'm gonna get your name because I love this. It's Georgie says, "Bros before shows."
I was about to say no. Hoes first. Okay, so let's do it in full then. Hoes before bros before shows.